Today we're going to have a look at the Space Invaders watch. I've actually got two to show you, and I've already taken it out of the cardboard box. So let's get into it and show you a close-up of what it's all about. Like I say, I've taken it out of the card box. It came reasonably good packaging, I have to say, on the outer, so everything looks pretty decent in terms of the actual box. Obviously, you've got the Space Invaders branding. You can see it here, the iconic Space Invader themselves, and it's actually a glow-in-the-dark watch, which is a feature of the watch. It's all officially licensed by Taito, and obviously you can see there you've got the kind of anniversary aspect to it. It's by a company called Nubeo watches. I'll put the link in the description below. You can have a look if you like. And yeah, let's open it up. So there's two styles we've got here, and you'll see it comes in this rather funky box here. Just pull that up so you can have it in the camera. And I say I've got two styles to show. Inside as well, just, you know, nice little features, I guess. If you're a collector, especially like I am, I like to keep the outer boxes, I must admit, for storage, but also they look good on display, and they've done a pretty good job there in terms of the graphics and everything else. I just threw that accidentally, but it's pretty sturdy, this thing. So there you go, a live test of it all, and it comes in this very nice case that you can see before you, and I'll come on to this one in a minute. Got the Space Invaders logo, and there's just the usual kind of barcode at the bottom. So you just flip these up like so. There you go. And inside you have the watch. Now, one of the things that I had done was change the strap. So they've both got the interchangeable straps, and I actually had to go to a jeweler and get that done because I had a look at the tool, and it is okay, I'm sure, but I'm not particularly good at doing these sort of things. I didn't want to mess up the watch, so I took it to a jeweler. They charged me a very small amount. In fact, I think it was like £5, and they did it for me properly, and, you know, gave me all the bits for it. Anyway, I just want to mention that if you aren't particularly dexterous like me, then it's well worth doing that. Anyway, so let's get the watch so you can see it first of all. So I say it comes with this nice strap. Also comes with, if I take that off and show you, it comes with a metal strap, which I'll show you in a second. Obviously that's not on the watch now. So the strap does make it a lot lighter, the watch, which I think is a big game changer. It's quite, I mean, the watch is pretty robust, should we say. I think heavy could be a negative word, but it does feel quite heavy with the metal strap for me. But some people are pretty used to having a, you know, a watch on. I don't actually wear a watch that much these days, funnily enough. I used to wear watches like anything, but I tend to use my phone, or if I wear a watch, it's an Apple Watch, which is really light anyway, so I probably don't get to feel it so much. In terms of the way the strap works, it's pretty straightforward. Just put it on your wrist, and there's like a little clasp thing here. You can see that. I'm just doing it to camera. Hopefully you can see. Just pull it around, and you just adjust it accordingly, and it goes on. It's pretty solid, especially you know, if you're going to events, playing games. I've gone to the arcade with this. In fact, the team's gone to the arcade. We've played games, had it on. In fact, had it on at Comic-Con as well. You might have seen some pictures of us wearing these. And yeah, it's, you know, pretty much held up, had no issues, didn't feel too heavy, especially with this strap on. Like I say, the metal strap here, which I'll show you, is chunky, is a chunky fella. But some people really like a thick strap. So there's the tool itself, and like I say, there's the strap. And my jeweler actually, he gave me the bits to it as well, so I can obviously change it back as well, easy enough if I want to. I do this with another one of my watches, change it in and out. So yeah, let me take it off while I show you a bit more close up so you can see its camera. Let me just spin that around. So you can see before you, you've got limited amount of numbers on the dial, which I quite like. It's a nice feature, and you can see that dial moving around. And what's very cool about this watch is that it's an automatic watch. So essentially you don't have to buy a battery like a quartz watch. It just relies on the movement of your wrist to actually generate the movement on the dial. Effectively, it's got an internal, I guess, battery to, to allow that. I don't know the actual schematics and how that works, but it works and it's very, very effective. It's an automatic system, and you can actually see, which is really nice, it's got almost like, I wouldn't say a tourbillon, because I think if you're a watch person it probably isn't, but the fact is you can see through the watch at the front. And also, if I don't want to take this apart, but if I just pull that to one side, there you go, put it right to camera. Let's just touch the camera so you can see that. That's very cool, isn't it? Camera's hopefully picking that up a bit now. You can see that, and you can see the movement in the back of the watch, which is a really, really cool feature. I suppose the only thing there would have been, it would have been good if they'd have done like a transparent section there. I don't know, I'm being a bit picky, because you don't actually get to see that back, and it's such a nice feature. But it's cool to have like a little hidden aspect as well. Obviously, if you've got the metal strap on, then you would see it. It's only when you've got this this fabric strap that you don't see it. But you can pull it back and have a look, if you want to do that, like I'm doing now. But yeah, you can see it quite clearly when you've got the metal strap. So that's, I guess, where most people, have their watch set up. That's how you fasten it. It's just so easy. I actually really like these fabric straps. To be fair, it's not just this watch. I just generally like fabric straps, and it just feels lighter. It feels a bit more kind of modern for me. Not that I don't like steel straps, but given the option, I will normally flip them out. What else on the actual strap? So it's a black and white style. I really like, you've got the obviously the shooter there from Space Invaders, nice little feature. You've got Space Invaders as well on both fronts. It's quite, it's very understated. This is what I liked about this particular one. You've also got, obviously, you've got the actual bezel, if you like, and the dial aspect is so cool. It's like black and white, like a little stick. You've also got, it's automatic and water resistant to 100 meters. So the features are, you've got another 2 characters, top and bottom there, which obviously you're 12 and you're 6. There's number 15 on there and 45. So, and then if you look very closely underneath, it's kind of layered, this watch. You've also got 5, 10, 20, 25, 35, blah, 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 which is nice as well. Another layer of kind of the tourbillon, if you like, metal, and then the back. So there's like layer. It's nice kind of features. It feels really high quality. It's not, the weight of it is definitely not cheap feeling. And obviously I haven't had it that long. I suppose I've been, having this product for maybe a few weeks. That's one of the things I like to do. I don't like to just kind of like say, oh, here's the watch, yeah, isn't it great, so what? I've had it out and about. I've even worn it in the gym, weirdly, which is kind of cool. There you go, I'll pull it up to the camera a bit better. So it's had a lot of wear already. So it's been to the gym, it's been to like Comic Con, it's been to an arcade, it's been out and about. I've taken it, when I've gone walking, I've gone to gaming markets with it. I've been like in a different environments, and it's held up. It looks brand new. You can tell. I haven't obviously had it for years and years, but it's not. It's kind of watch that I feel would degrade. So it's got some real and I think you could throw it around a bit. It's pretty robust, and that's really a key thing about this particular watch. I think it's got a bit of longevity to it. I like this style. I love the black and white. That's the thing out of the features. There's so many different kinds you can get, just to say. Obviously, there's the info down below if you want to have a look, have a little scout around. But I personally like this one for my style. I like the black and white look. It looks really cool, I think. Not funky, but cool, classy, and yeah, it suits me nicely. So that's the I say this particular style. I don't think there's anything more to say about that. You've obviously got the limited edition right in there, Nubeo, the name of the brand. It's got these nice little kind of features here both sides. It just feels really like industrial, and it's Space Invaders in style. So if I just pull the camera up, we've got a Space Invaders numbskull sign there, and it looks really cool. If you've got any merch, I mean, I quite like to, if I've got like any kind of watch, I've got a few watches actually, Pac-Man and such like, I like to put it with other Space Invaders, Pac-Man or whatever stuff, and you can see that, you know, it's very, very close there. So very pleased with that. I'll put that down. Just a few little features on the box. This comes kind of on the top there, and you just kind of take it off, and that's where I put the strap and so forth, and then the little tool just goes in there. Just put it in, and then if I can pull it out with my fingers, I'm not sure, yes I can. You also get like the information cards where you can register the watch, and they've got their social channels. Again, I'll stick those in the description. Nice little card there. Again, quality feels pretty good. And then you just get like the typical watch, I guess it's not a roll, but a thing to put the watch on. You can keep it all safe in that box. Weirdly, I quite like that as a little lunch box or something that I might just want to take to an event. It's got another use if you want to. Certainly could display things in there. So obviously that's not what it's for, but you know, I like to think outside the box. So there's that one. Just going to put that to one side over there, and then we have this version. Now I'm not going to take you through all the other, you know, aspects we've just repeated, because that will be just a waste of your time as well as mine. So it's got the same, exactly the same box style. There's no change at all, because it's evoking the same, I guess, concept, if you like. So you can see there, exactly the same, no change. But the watch itself is very different. In fact, I'll hold the other watch up against it. So this is a lot more of a colourful style. You can see immediately, especially if I just do that on everything really, from the strap through to the actual watch itself. Just do that there to show you like for like. Yeah, they are completely different. And I think this is the thing, especially with jewellery, with watches, if you've got a certain style, or, you know, watches and such like, you might want to wear something a bit more kind of perhaps formal, or you just want to wear black and white. This is your number. Or you might be wearing black and white and you want to be a bit more colourful. It just depends on your mood and how you want to look, but they are so different in the actual colorways. The actual style is quite similar. Can you see that? So the actual characters, the feature, if you like, the actual footprint of the strap is pretty much bang on. So taking the watch there, you can see as I flip it around, quite different, but the concept is all the same in terms of this Space Invaders style, which is obviously, you know, officially licensed by Taito, so it's going to be bang on. They wouldn't allow such things to go out any other way. Just showing you a bit of comparison there. Let's just do that, bring that up to the camera, bring that up to the camera. Maybe can I get them both? There's a bit of light shining there. I think you get the idea. So yeah, you've got completely different colorways on the dial there. I'm just going to hold that in the background, it's quite good. And you've also got, everything's just so different, which is kind of cool. I do, you know, I'm warming to this watch. I must admit, it's probably more of a summery watch. This is a wintry watch. Maybe it's just me, but that's kind of how I see it. So yeah, I'll just show you this one a little bit more close up so you can see its camera. It's actually got the plastic on it still, which I will take off. There you go. Everybody likes to see that. And yeah, you can see it. There you go. It's shining quite nicely in the light there. And seeing that automatic dial. That's really nice for a little feature, isn't it? The automatic dial. And you see that quite distinctly with the pink and the black there. It's all glow in the dark as well, which is rather groovy. And yeah, it's just such a cool looking item. Very different, like I say, to the other one, but you know, that's what life is all about. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed me showing you these watches and packaging, and I'll be doing a few more videos coming up, product reviews, who knows what could be around the corner, maybe some guest stuff. So thanks for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one.